How the British Navy Went from Nothing to Invincible by Anuj Chadha and Casimir Golob. The beginning. The first ruler of Britain to take naval warfare seriously was Alfred the Great. He realized that the only effective way to defeat the Vikings was by exploiting them where they were weakest, at sea. To do this, he built wider and longer ships which could carry more men than the Viking raiding vessels. After Alfred, the navy increased both in size and strength. By 1141 AD, in the reign of Henry II, the navy consisted of 167 ships, all fully equipped men of war. However, it was not until 1660, in the reign of King Charles II, that a regular Royal Navy was formed. The English Navy had no defined moment of formation. It started out as a motley assortment of king's ships during the Middle Ages, assembled only as needed and then dispersed. It began to take shape as a standing navy during the 16th century, and became a regular establishment during the tumults of the 17th century. The navy grew considerably during the global struggle with France that started in 1690 and culminated in the Napoleonic Wars, a time when the practice of fighting under sail was developed to its highest point. Nelson's Golden Age. From the late 1700s through to the mid-20th century, the Royal Navy dominated the navies of other countries, and well and truly did rule the waves. With victories such as the glorious 1st of June, the Nile, Cape Tenerife, and Trafalgar, no other country could compete with the strength and the might of the Royal Navy. This dominance was aided by many great admirals such as Nelson and Collingwood, and many captains such as Hardy and Cochrane. After World Wars I and II, the Royal Navy was involved in less serious yet still meaningful affairs, such as the Cold War and the Falklands War in 1982. The 1960s saw the peak of the Royal Navy's capabilities in the post-war era. The two Audacious-class fleet carriers, HMS Ark Royal, HMS Eagle, the rebuilt HMS Victorious, and the four Centaur-class light carriers, gave the Royal Navy the most powerful carrier fleet outside the United States. The Navy also had a large fleet of frigates and destroyers. New, more modern units like the County-class destroyers and the Leander-class frigates also began to enter the service in the 1960s. Operations after 1982. In the later stages of the Cold War, the Royal Navy was reduced to 3 anti-submarine warfare aircraft carriers, and a force of frigates and destroyers. Its purpose was to find and destroy Soviet submarines in the Atlantic. The White Paper of 2004 promises a somewhat brighter long-term future for the Royal Navy, putting in place the largest naval procurement program since the end of the Second World War in order to enhance and rebuild the fleet, with a view to bringing the Navy's capabilities into the 21st century, and restructuring the fleet from a North Atlantic-based, large anti-submarine force into a true blue water navy once more.